Hi, I'm Melissa Francis with Timeless Creations, and I'm here to show you a really cute little project. It's great for a bookshelf or something, just pretty little eye candy. It's our stacking boxes, and they're just so pretty. And I'm just going to give you a quick little tutorial on how to make them. And they actually are a fabulous way if you want to do a present. You can just kind of open them up and you can put little gifts inside. Now the really important thing, I have taught kind of classes similar to this, is to make sure that you only decorate the covers. So you want to take the bottoms and put them aside. So we're just going to do this. Again, this is really important. It may not see, I can't tell you how many times I've taught this class and people have decorated the bottoms and then we're in trouble. So we're just going to put our bottoms aside, and then what I'm going to show you is we've just taken our beautiful paper. This is our jewel paper from our Fifth Avenue line, and I just love this paper. Now you're just going to cut. You're just going to measure the width of your box, and you're just going to cut the strip. Now the one thing that I want to show you is if you look, it doesn't meet. So what you're going to do is cut two strips that are the same width. And the one thing, like a lot of people do it on the edge, and I don't like it on the edge, because if you're going to do like a shelf sitter or something, you're going to want it in the back. So you're going to want all your seams to line up in the back, and that's something that you might want to think about. So you just want to take your paper, and you're just going to just put a little bit of glue on, zip dry. Melissa Francis loves zip dry. And very simply, you're just going to glue it on like this. And then, and if it's not straight, we can move it a little bit like that. And then what you're going to do, just want to hold it for a second. And then you're just going to take your piece. Now this is up to you whether you want to just cut a little piece like this and whether you want it over or under. Depends if you're an over or under or there. So you can just have it over like this, or you could have put it under first and then glued it down. So that's up to you. But the other thing that you need to do is take the piece of paper for the top, and you just want to glue on the top like this and glue it to the bottom like that. And then you're just going to come in with your scissors and you're just going to edge it off. And then I strongly suggest you take your sanding block or sanding tool, because where you have the two papers meeting, you're going to find it's really rough. So it's really good just to use the sanding tool, go around and make it so that it's a little bit smooth, and then you can come back with your ink and then you can decorate it. So that's kind of how you just kind of cover your boxes. It's very simple. There's nothing really difficult there. And then I just actually use the one, the same paper for the bottom and the top, and then I use kind of a more of a monochromatic paper that you can see here for the middle one. And then what I did for the bottom is I just used this beautiful, I love this, our organza trim, and I just went around the bottom, very simple. But what I want to show you is what I did for the top. I wanted to do something that was kind of like a little bit of a nest. So I just took the trim and I just glued. It's kind of how in one of our seasons before I actually did flowers that are very similar to what I'm wearing. But this one, what you want to do is you want to make the first, you're just going to glue the seam, and you're just going to want to make the first one a little bit bigger opening like that. When you do the flowers, you do it nice and tight. So you're just going to put the glue along the seam just like this, and you want to make your first loop bigger like that. And you're just going to keep gluing on the seam. So for TV, we'll just kind of imagine that we're going like that. And that's how you get your little bit of a bird nest, like that. And then I just put it on the top box like that. And then we have these really cute little birds. These are our little birds that we sell. And you can decide if you want a silver one or if you want pink. We have all different colors. And you're just going to take it out. And you're just going to want to cut the clip off. So you'll just come in with your scissors and just take the top, the clip off, and you're just going to put it in like this. Then I still wanted it to look a little bit more, there's some more stuff. So I took our little flowers that we have, just took a few, just pull them off like that, pull off a few, and you just kind of wrap them around, and then you'll cut off the edges. So you can see I just have a few like this. Or what you can do too is take your crinkled seam binding. Melissa loves crinkled seam binding. And what you can do is tie a double bow. And I really want to show you how to do the double bow, because I'm always asked how to do the double bow. Okay, so you're just going to take it, and you're just going to take your seam binding. And I like to have, it depends on how how big a bow you want, but I like to have a good kind of like 10 inches. And you're just going to wrap like this, just like you're tying your shoes. It's kind of difficult when you got glue on your fingers. And there you just tie like a bow. And you want to make sure that this first bow is nice and tight. Then just from your ties, you're just going to pick it up like this, and your other tie, and you're just going to, or your other end, and you're just going to do another one like that. And that's how you get the double bow. And then I just kind of trim up the ends. Oops, these scissors aren't so good. I used it on wire earlier, you can tell now. All right, and then again, what I did was I just took my little nest, I put a little bit of seam binding in, isn't that pretty? And then I've just put my bird on and then tucked some flowers. Then the last thing that I want to show you, which is, and then this one I just tied, sorry, a little bit of seam binding on. And you can put a pearl on, or you can see these. We have these beautiful buttons. So if you don't want to use a brooch, you can do these really pretty little buttons that we have, and there's 4 different ones that you can put on. But the coolest thing is if you look at these little sentiments that we have here and up here, it's a really cool idea how to do this. What I did is I just went to the computer, and if you look here, you usually use cardstock, and so I've got like Happy Spring, Treasures Inside, Secrets and Treasures, and Home Sweet Home. And what you want to do is you want to print them off on cardstock. Sorry, I didn't have any when I had the time, but so nice heavier cardstock. And then what you're going to do is just trim it. You can see like this, and you can cut a little flag off. And then this one, if you look right here, I put it on a little bit of a toothpick so that it stood up, and then I just tucked this one inside. It's so easy. A lot of times you don't have the stickers or the sayings that you want. Just go to your computer, just put it in Word. It's really simple. I'm Melissa Francis with Timeless Creations. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed showing it to you. I look forward to seeing you again.